Greetings, fellow tech seekers. This is Shawn from Silicon Theory coming at you once again. And today we're going to talk a little bit about the Daydream VR headset from Google. As many of you who are readers of the site might know, we received one a little while back when we bought the Pixel XL and brought it in-house. The Daydream VR came free with the order of this phone, so we thought we'd put up a review of it. I've been having a little bit of a hard time doing that simply because VR is something that's so new and so unique and niche of a product that it's kind of a difficult thing for me to put in perspective, really. So rather than take any more time really and try and write up a review and put it up on the site, I figured we'd do a short video review. For those of you that are into VR can look into more depth information from Google directly. But hopefully this will give you a quick overview and a quick tutorial of what VR is, what it isn't, what it can do, and more importantly, what it can do. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and dive right in. I've got the VR headset right here, and as most of you can see, it's got this nice, shiny, not really shiny, I guess, but nice matte finish to it, soft, like sweatshirt style vibe, and it's really comfortable. One of the things that I like about it is that it's very easy to put on, take off. It's very comfortable wear for periods of time, and you've got a really good looking product that Google has produced. So once again, the inside with the lenses, the front, which is where your device will go. This is what the top looks like. You can see on the one side nothing, and the other side just a simple G logo for Google. The strap itself is very easy to adjust. It's very comfortable. I've got it adjusted to my head, and once I get it on, I can wear it for long periods of time and not really notice it. Now, I wouldn't necessarily want to wear it for long periods of time, and part of the reason is that there's not a ton of content yet available for it. So one of the downsides of VR being a new or niche product is that there's not a lot of content yet, but allegedly that's supposed to be coming. More Daydream compatible phones are being released all the time, but right now really we're just concerned with the Pixel and Pixel XL and how it works. So to get it started, what you'd really be looking at is detaching this little guy, and as you can see on the inside, there's space for the remote when you're not using it, and then when you remove the remote, your Pixel goes inside like so. You loop it over and lock it into place. So the Pixel headset sits fairly neatly inside. I've got it in my Spigen case right now, so not really, perfect fit, but good enough for most VR viewing. The remote, which will sit in your hand, has 3 buttons. It's got a touch-sensitive part right here, and it's got a little power button, selector button, and then another button that allows you to control various features of whatever app you're in the middle of. So again, when it's not in use, the headset controller will fit right inside, and a little groove for it on the inside panel, and you can just kind of button it up, throw it back in there, good to go. Now, what I like about it, how it looks, is great. It's kind of a neat thing if you're okay with strapping a set of goggles onto your head and walking around or standing or sitting in place. Normally this is recommended that you do it in the comfort and privacy of your own home, not necessarily out in public, because people are still probably going to look at you kind of weird and wonder what the hell it is you're doing. What I don't like about it is that there's not a lot of content for it yet. It does eat up battery pretty intensively, even on the Pixel XL, which has a pretty large battery. The device will get warm. It'll also kind of start to get a little heavy after a while, because the Pixel itself is not a light phone, and especially if you're in an environment where you want to have an app that you're going to be using for a while, you'll notice the fatigue on your face after a little bit, probably, depending on your tolerance, hour and a half of usage. In practical terms, I've used the Fantastic Beasts app with it. It's kind of cool. It turns the remote into a wand, and you get to run around the inside of Newt Scamander's lab, which is kind of a neat thing. A lot of the other content, even the YouTube content, 3D or 4D, is not quite there yet. It's coming, but not 100%. VR is still really something that is in its infancy, and so in a lot of instances there are promises of things to come that have yet to be materialized. And as I mentioned, there are going to be some other phones that are Daydream compatible coming down the pipe very soon. So if you don't own a Pixel or Pixel XL, you can look forward to having it being compatible with your particular device, potentially anything purchased in the latter part of 2016 or in 2017, most likely, as long as the makers make it compatible with Google's Daydream platform. So The ease of use is one of the other things that I like about it. You can really slap it in. It walks you through a tutorial. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's not really hard to understand to begin with. You can recalibrate it on the fly if you need to. And the tutorials are pretty comprehensive. Like, it would give an average person a pretty good look into what VR is and does, and gives you an idea of what kinds of games you can play, and some of the benefits and uses of VR in general. Video tours and of places you've never been, vacation spots, potentially previewing tours of national monuments or other architectural or geological wonders is something that a lot of people might be interested in, especially if you can't travel or don't have an opportunity to travel. Daydream could give you an idea of those things pretty regularly, and it's really neat, actually. I've spent some time with a friend's VR headset, and that was one of the things that I like the most about it. Google's producing it for a pretty reasonable price, so that's also a good thing. The standard Daydream VR comes in 3 colors. The gray that you've seen, a crimson, which kind of matches the color of my shirt here, and then an off-white cream color, and all of those are available through the Google Play Store directly from Google. So if you're thinking about picking up a Pixel and you have a little bit of extra cash running around, it might be something that you want to look into. It's probably not something that is useful per se as of yet. I think I've worn the Daydream headset in the last couple of weeks, probably twice, and one of those times was to show someone else how to use it, and you probably get a lot of first run use out of it and maybe not a lot of repeat usage after you've had a chance to go through the limited amount of apps that are available right now. But much like 4K, content's coming out all the time, so definitely something to look into. So that's a quick overview of the Daydream VR headset from Google. Again, if you have any questions, you can hit our inbox at silicontheory@gmail.com. Check out all of our musings on silicontheory.com. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Silicon Theory. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.